Welcome back, folks. In this video, I want to share with you how I made $27,325.74 yesterday in one single day using one simple thing that, quite frankly, any of you who watch this video can copy so that you can achieve that for yourself. And in this video, I'm literally going to give you the step-by-step strategy behind exactly how I did it so that you can copy me and do the exact same thing. And if you copy the steps that I'm going to share with you in this video and you take action, then you are going to get the reaction, okay? And the reaction is going to be making a fairly large amount of money in quite a short space of time, okay? Now, for those of you who follow me on YouTube, you'll have seen my weekly analysis video where I shared where the market was headed for gold. I'm going to play that for you just to give you a recap of where I forecasted this market to go. I think early week we should get some kind of a pullback, maybe back down to the daily bullish order block. Now, how did I capitalize on that knowledge, that skill set? Well, on Twitter, I posted my trades, which I do every day, right? I journal all my trades. So this was the signal that I provided inside of VLP. Notice that it's all prior to the move, right? This is all done in advance, providing VLP students with where to look for a setup, okay? And where to apply some kind of a protective stop in case the market doesn't move in a desired direction, and where to look for a take profit level, meaning where could this market go, okay? So that was the setup provided to VLP in advance inside of the VLP community, and this was the outcome, right? Notice that there's no drawdown from entry, right? We never moved up to anywhere near the protective stop level, and it moved exactly down to the level forecasted. Now, for me, for my count, okay, based on my position sizing, I was able to generate over $20,000, right? Just on that single trade. An amazing forecast execution with precision, okay? Now, let me show you, that was in the London session, okay? Let me show you the New York trade. So the target was down here, which is the low of the previous day, and you can see that. Let me show you the other chart. So the next position on the same day, yesterday, in the London session, the market moved down, which is where I exited, right? Just around this level in that previous trade. And so in New York, at the right time, right, the market pumped up. Okay, and these lows, meaning the previous daily low, right, that swing low, where it resided beneath everybody's stops, was still intact. So as the market pumped up, I took another short because that previous daily low was still intact. And that second trade, again, yesterday, all in that one day, right, allowed me to profit by over $6,000 based on my position sizing for my account. Okay, so in this video, I'm going to be breaking down these two trades for you and showing you the exact strategy that I used to position myself into the market in alignment with my directional bias, which was communicated to all my YouTube followers in advance at the start of the week. Okay, so the market has moved exactly as I forecasted earlier in the week, right, which you can go and watch in my weekly analysis video on my YouTube channel. Okay, now let's take a look at some of my students, how they performed. All right, how did they capitalize? Well, this student locked in 100 pips, right, on that short. Okay, that is absolutely incredible, folks. There are people out there struggling, okay, to achieve 20, 30, 40, 50 pips, right? My students are able to lock in 50, 60, 70, 100 plus pips on a regular basis, right, on a daily basis, consistently. It's life-changing, folks. Being able to consistently pull out money from the markets, 50, 60, 70, 80, 100 pips every single day, almost every single session, is absolutely life-changing, okay? It's a testament of my strategy and my teaching because these folks have not been trading gold, right? I've taught them exactly how to do this, okay? Now, sometimes when I look at how students are progressing, I will see and identify if some students are lagging, and then I'll help them and push them along. So in this particular case, I've asked this particular student and said, have a look at this chart and identify where could be the draw on liquidity. And I want the student to identify these equal lows down here. Okay, that's what I'm kind of getting the student to think about. Okay, because that's my overall target for the day. Now, the student responded and identified these equal lows. Okay, and that's fine, but I want them to really focus a bit lower. So I will help them, right? I've said, try again and look lower. And then the student has successfully identified the draw on liquidity. And that's exactly where the market has gone. So the VLP program is not just about providing them directional bias, but making sure they understand why the market's headed that way. What could be that draw? And in this case, I want the student to identify equal lows to be the target, to be that draw on liquidity. Okay, and that's exactly where the market headed, right? So another student here, 70 pips, okay, locked in on that short. This is where I've also closed out my short, and I've made them aware that I've closed out that short. And this is basically in response to the initial post where I've told them that this setup is what we're looking at, right? So this is now the after, right? After the trade's been closed, I'm letting them know that I've now closed it. And sometimes I'll close it because of time, right? So here you can see the market did not get the target, but because of time, we're getting close to the open of the New York session. I know the market's going to try and pump up, and I'll get another opportunity to short that down, okay? And if I don't, that's fine. I'm locked in a nice chunk of profit already on this trade, so that's enough. But I'm always going to be looking for that next opportunity, right? If the setup's there, I'll take it. That's what I teach in my VIP community, okay? So continuing along, another 110 pips booked in by this student, okay, 50 pips booked in by this student. Here I've now told students that I'm taking another short. This is that particular short that I've taken inside of the New York session. Don't worry, we'll break down this trade and I'll give you the exact strategy on the entry technique, okay, and why I'm selecting these targets. We'll talk about that in a moment, okay. So now the student has locked in another 50 pips. So incredible success, folks, by students inside of the VIP program based on my teachings and my guidance as each day starts and as the day evolves. Now, this student has picked up another 50 pips. Can you imagine that? So it's not saying he's picked up 50 pips. This is another 50 pips, right? The student's already locked in a certain number of pips. That could be 50, 60, 70, 80, maybe 100. I don't know, don't recall. But now they've come in and they've locked in another 50 pips. This is absolutely life-changing, folks, okay? These students have never traded gold, and now they are trading gold and pulling out money from the markets daily on a consistent basis, okay? That is an astounding accomplishment, and it is life-changing for these folks, okay? So what I want to do now is I want to walk you through the strategy, okay, and talk about why I took the short. So I already had a directional bias to the downside, okay, and I've already mentioned all of that in the weekly analysis video. But just to give you a recap, it was essentially based on the fact that we have come up into a premium PD array on the daily charts. So the market has been rising, okay, and has come into this premium PD array that I've mentioned, okay, and basically I'm looking for the market to have a pullback from Friday's close, right? That's Friday's close up here. And as I mentioned, I'm looking for the market to either come back down to 100 or 150 pips for continuation longs, or ideally we want to see the market come back down to the bullish order block on this daily chart, and that's exactly where the market has come down into, and that's why I was directionally biased to the short side for early in the week, which was yesterday. Okay, all of this is mentioned in my weekly analysis video before any of this has happened. Okay, so that was the premise of the directional bias. Again, go and look at the weekly analysis video. It's on my playlist. Okay, now let's jump to a 15-minute chart and look at the entry technique. Let me turn on sessions. Okay, so this here is all of Friday's movement. Okay, Friday's close. Now from the weekly analysis video, I've already said I'm looking for a movement down, back down to the daily bullish order block. But what I can see on Friday is that the market has already started to show its hand. We're starting to see a movement down. We go below. Let me make this a bit bigger. We go below this swing high. Okay, so these are two down candles, right? And then the market starts to move up. But notice how the market does not take out the high of the day. Okay, so that means these two down candles are going to be our mitigation block. Okay, they're not the bearish breaker, because a bearish breaker would require a movement up higher through the previous high. Okay, but it doesn't matter what you call it, the way you trade it is the same. Okay, so we have two down candles, right? That's our mitigation block, and we have these up candles, which is our bearish order block, and we have displacement. We've got to move down, right, with fair value gaps formed on the way down that go below that swing low, changing structure, changing state of delivery. Okay, so any push up now is essentially a short, right, into these fair value gaps, right, and these two down candles, which is our mitigation block, and these up candles, which is our bearish order block. So that is essentially, all of that is a bearish signature telling us that the market is potentially headed lower. Now, align that with the overall directional bias, which is bearish for the first half of the week, at least Monday, okay, based on my weekly analysis video. So here I'm seeing the signatures that I need to see. Now, this is all happening on Friday. This is all part of Friday's close, okay? So when I come to the market on Monday, right, which is there, I see all of this, okay? And so that just confirms to me that my directional bias that I set out on Monday, posted that video, is correct, okay? So on the day itself, which is Monday, right, I see that we've opened and again, just pushing up into the existing bearish signatures on the left, and then we're pushing down. Now we're taking out another swing low, okay? So any pump up is going to be short, right? Notice that we are coming down into this discount. Remember what I said about where the market moves, how the market moves from discount to premium, right? So this is premium, right? And the market has moved down to discount, which is what? Discount is this bullish order block created on Friday, as well as that bullish fair value gap. So from there, we would expect a reaction, okay? So the market comes down to discount from premium, okay? That's discount. We go up into premium, which is closure of this fair value gap, okay? Now, does the market from this discount, when it's come down, does it go and take out new highs? No. It respects the bearish signatures created on Friday, okay? So every time the markets come down to a discount, it has respected that bearish signature. We've come down again, right? This little move down in the gap time of Asia and London. What do we do? Right, this move down, where's it coming into? Okay, so this is coming to this, whoops, wrong. So let's think about this. This has come down into discount, okay? Now it's going up where? Into premium. These three up candles are the bearish order block on this particular day, at the high of the day, right? The open of the day, right? And what does it do? It respects that premium. And so the market then moves down in this gap time where? To that discount, fair value gap, okay? At that point, the market is holding that bullish 50 gap. What does the market do? Goes back up. Does it take out these highs? No, it's respecting the premium, which is the bearish order block on that particular day. Okay, so you can see the market is respecting its discount and premium PDRAs, but the market has not had any of these up moves has not breached the bearish premium array, which is those 3 up candles on that particular day. That is the bearish order block, and those 3 up candles coming into the bearish signature created on Friday towards the close. Okay, so you can see all of that is telling me and confirming my directional bias to the downside. Okay, so that's why I took that short. Okay, and the target's easy. The target is easy. It's going to be the previous daily low. Okay, and that is a decent range from where I've entered. Okay, somewhere at 2688. Right down to previous daily low. That's over 250 pips. Okay, so that is the premise of that short. Okay, I want you to notice and go back and rewind and think about what I said. Okay, I had a directional bias to the downside based on everything I've said in that weekly analysis video. Right, on the day, I'm seeing bearish signatures that are respecting bearish signatures from the day before, and that is confirming my thesis that we are headed down. Okay, then I've just executed on that trade, on that knowledge, on that skill, and capitalize on it. Okay, as you have seen in what I've posted here on Twitter. Okay, so let's go back to that previous trade. This is the New York trade. Let's have a look at that London trade. Okay, oops, not that one. Let's go back. It is this one here. Okay, so that's why I've sent out this signal inside of the VIP community, because I can see that the premium PDRAs are being respected, and Friday we already have bearish signatures that the market on Monday is respecting. Okay, and you can see the entry here is 2687, right, which is basically around that level where I've said is the entry, right? So precision, execution, entry, precision in placing the predictive stop. I'm not expecting the market to go back up to those levels, and precision in the exit, okay, down to where I believe the market is headed, and precision in time as well, managing the trade with a time stop, because I know that New York, right, if this moved down, let me go back, it'll be clear on this chart. If this moved down, right, do not take out the lows, and it's almost the start of New York, I know that's a good time to take profits, wait for another opportunity, because New York will often pump up, get more long traders in the market, okay, fool everybody that the reversal's in, and then go back down to where that draw on liquidity is, that it is targeting, right? And so that's why I exited at that level and then waited for the pump back up. Okay, let's talk about this pump back up. Where is this pump back up going? Into this premium PDRA, right? Into that fair value gap. What time? At the new hour of New York. That is 9 a.m. And so that's the entry, right? That's the signal. And then this is the execution short from that level. Let's have a look at this on the charts. So that particular trade, right? You can see as the market's come down, I've traded all this down. Okay, but we haven't really stopped anyone that's long from these lows here. Okay, so there's a whole bunch of people that are long, and they've got sell stops under that level. Okay, sell side liquidity, and that is the entire premise of the trade. Right, I've shorted that, and our target is those sell stops. Now here, towards the start of New York, down here, okay, the market's come down close to that low. Okay, but it hasn't really gone through it, and so I've closed my trade, which was established in the London session. Okay, and then I've just waited, and I may not have got the opportunity. It could have continued, right? New York could have opened, just continued down, and that's fine. I'm happy. I've already locked in over $20,000 of profit. I'm content, okay, in a single day, right? But I am looking for any opportunity, if it happens at the right time, for the market to go up into a premium PDRA on a day that I am biased to the downside, where the market hasn't really taken the sell stops as it's moved down, right? So look at the context, okay? That opportunity is textbook setup. Okay, for a short, right down to minimum previous daily, pointing over there, yeah, previous daily low, which is that line there, which is exactly what that trade was. Okay, so if we go back and look at that trade, the entry was exactly that. Okay, coming up into that bearish premium PDRA. Okay, that is the midpoint of that fair value gap, which is exactly where I shorted. Right, that's the trigger sent to the VIP community inside of the VIP group, and then that is the forecast. Okay, but I closed this out at previous daily low, because really that's the easy target. As you know, I look for the easy target. Okay, so if you look at that execution, right, that's where the entry was taken. Okay, and straight down to 2664. Okay, so if you can see, my exit is at 2664. It's a 5 lot based on my account size, and I was able to yield about $6,500 just on that simple textbook setup price action down to previous daily lows. Target is a bit lower, and that's okay. There's no need to wait for targets to be hit. Okay, this is a logical level to take exits, right? If I had a bigger position size, maybe I would have taken partials and held, but this here also is very late in my time zone, and so, you know, I need to get some sleep, okay? So that's also another reason why I've taken profits at that level. But if you look at where the market got down very close to the forecast, okay? The market continued moving down, you can see, right? Market continued, so there was my exit, right, at previous daily low, okay? But the market continued to move down very close to where I said it was going, okay? Am I upset that I didn't get that movement? No, absolutely not. I've locked in $27,000 plus in a single day, folks. So I'm not upset at all, okay? But that's the exact strategy. I'm not hiding anything from you. I've walked you through the exact process of taking those two trades to the downside, right, all yesterday, okay? And if we look at the time of this pump up, look at the time down the bottom. This is 10 a.m. at the brand new hour, okay? I've mentioned all of these times in previous videos, okay? Time is important. This is time, then price. So at 10 a.m., we're pumping up into a premium pretty array on a day where I'm already directionally biased to the downside, and sell side really hasn't been taken yet, right? We've only just touched it. So when we come back up here at 10 a.m., brand new hour, into this premium pretty array, pump up, that is a textbook setup for that short. And that's exactly why I took that short, okay? Now, if you need help and you want to learn more, then I do have a program that you can join and be with me and other like-minded people where we identify setups like this in this market every day, okay? Now, I know some of you watching this are going to think it's not that simple, or it takes too much time, or it needs too much money, or you need to pay for special tools or software, or you need to sit in front of a computer and do hours and hours of analysis. Look, I've said this before, folks, right? You can make excuses or you can make money, okay? Does it take time to learn? Absolutely it does. You've got to go through the learning process, okay? You've got to understand the concepts. You've got to practice by engaging with price, okay? While you're learning, that should be on a paper or demo trading account, right? And you've got to do it every day, okay? It might take you 1 month, it might take you 2 months, 3 months, 6 months, right? You've got to go through that process, okay? Over time, your learning will compound until ultimately it clicks. And I guarantee it, folks, at some point you will get it. And from that point, it's game over. You're free. You've won and you can literally print money. Now, if you're loving my free content, then my paid content is going to be a game changer for you, okay? I have a VIP membership program where I guide other like-minded people just like you who want to learn this skill. And I'll show them how to do this on a daily basis, okay? Here's what some of them are saying. I'm going to skip through this. You can pause the video and read through some of these comments, but my VIP students are absolutely loving it, okay? Now, I understand some of you feel you're not ready or you genuinely aren't able to invest the money you need to join, and that's okay. If that's you, continue learning from my videos, just like this one, where I have walked you through the step-by-step strategy, and come join me when you're ready, okay? On the other hand, if you want my help, then click on the link below this video and join the VIP program, and you will see firsthand how I make money every single day, and follow along, just like my students. Try it for a month. There's no commitment, right? You are free to cancel at any time. Invest less than you spend on a daily coffee, okay? So you've got two options. You can continue learning from my free YouTube videos, which are packed with value and lots of great lessons and examples, or you can take action and join my program today and get the reaction from taking that action and fast track your success. I guarantee you will learn exactly how I do this, just like my current students who are loving it, okay? Now, to conclude this, let me give you some homework so you can go away and take some action, right? But let me tell you, this homework is going to be a lot of fun. There's a playlist on my YouTube channel called Weekly Analysis Videos. Let me show you where that is. Okay, it's this one here, right there, okay? Go and watch that, and you'll see how I forecasted the market every single week, and I want you to notice how the market has moved to exactly where I said that market is going. Now imagine right now, if you were able to pinpoint exactly where the market is going next week with precision, just as I've shown you in the weekly videos, how much money could you make with that knowledge? Let me know in the comment section if you have any ideas or thoughts or other videos that I can make for you guys. Just let me know and I'll get on that for you whenever I'm free. I make these videos for fun in my spare time. I love making them for you guys. I've been making videos all my life. It's one of my favorite things to do for some strange reason. I don't really know why. I just find it really fun. That's it, folks. I hope this helps and you've enjoyed this lesson. You've got the strategy. I'm not hiding anything from you. So just go out there and execute. Stay patient. Practice on a demo or payback trading account. Make it happen. If you take action, you will get a reaction. That's just how it is, okay? So when you're ready, come join me in the VIP community and be with a group of like-minded people. Hope it helps. I look forward to working with you inside of the VIP community.